Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Wiggins. Up falls. Great assist by Sam Cassell.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Outside Conley. Gasol backing down. Unloads from 13. That misses off the backboard. Here's Cassell. Serbia. Pass to Cassell. Shot clock at 6. Wiggins, and he gets it to go. Conley with it. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Gay outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Cassell. Serbia. Three-pointers off the mark. On defense, Minnesota. Outside Conley. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Misses from close range. Pass to Cassell. Throws it up high. And here's Conley. Now here's Gasol. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Love outside. 6 to shoot. Serbia. Up the wide, Minnesota. Love outside. Pass to Cassell. A floater, and that one's good. Memphis trailing here. Outside Conley. Gasol backing down. Again, Memphis. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Back to Love. Pass to Cassell. Wallace with it. Shot clock at 5. Serbia hits the three-point bomb.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Here's Conley. Gay outside. All alone. That one off the back iron and out. They set the screen. Wiggins. Serbia. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They trail by 6. Gay outside. Jump shot is good that time. He has 5. Here's Cassell. Back to Love. Love right side. Goes up to the stripe. Here's Garnett. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Outside Conley. Rudy Gay on the wing. Gay right side. And it's Memphis with another. Here's Cassell. Gives him the lead pass. And the shot is good. He has 7. And here's Conley. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Gay. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Here's Cassell. Wiggins. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Conley with it. Now here's Gay. He's got 9. Gasol inside. Tried to fit back in there, but it's off the mark. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Cassell. Love outside. Pocket 6. From outside the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
And here are the Grizzlies now. 7-point differential. There's the pick. Here's Conley. And that one's good. Here comes Cassell. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Pass to Gay. Back to Conley. Gay with it. The 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here's Cassell. There's a screen. Shot off the screen. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Gay outside. Pass to Gasol. Off with the layup. Here's Cassell. Covered by Conley. Here's Cassell. Here's Love. And another 3 for Minnesota. Now Conley. Back to Gasol. And he gets it to go. He's got 6.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Pass to Cassell. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And here's Bibby. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And Steve, it's also really remarkable what a solid shooter he is, even in the presence of tough, sticky defense. He smoothly and calmly executes.
And both free throws good for Bibby. Minnesota with the ball. Leading by 5. Pass to Butler. Six on the shot clock. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Here's Bibby. Here's the screen. Pass to Battier for three. Can't get it to go. Now the Timberwolves with it. 7-point differential. Marbury to the inside. Can't hit. Posey. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. Marbury. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 6. With the teardrop, and it's good on the way in.
You know, the teardrop sometimes is one of those, oh no, oh yeah, shots.
Maybe with it. Pass to Randall. Backs him down. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Outside Butler. And he gets the bucket.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Memphis trailing here. And here's Bibby. It's back to Battier. Good on the shot. Pass to Butler. Takes a three. And another three for Minnesota. Here comes Bibby. Now Battier. Just 3 on the clock. Shot is off. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Timberwolves on. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves? Pass to Randolph. Backs him down. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Towns. And here are the Grizzlies now. Trailing here by 8. Now here's Williams. Pass to Battier. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And the Grizzlies making a change here. And here's Rubio. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Ryder. Back to Rubio. Outside Butler. Just 4 to shoot. Offensive rebound.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Here's Anthony. 6 feet out. Bank shot. No good.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Ryder. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Anthony. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cotton mouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Nice shot by Randolph. Minnesota in the lead. Now Rubio. Clock at 6. And blocked. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. So it's the Grizzlies now. Williams with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Gasol. Post-up shot. And it's Gasol getting it to go. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And here's Rubio. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Now here's Anthony. 7-point differential. Pass to Williams. Back to Anthony. 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. Again, Memphis. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Now, here's Rubio. Up top, Rubio. Now here's Garnett. Back to Rubio. It's stolen. Fast break. Here they come. Blocked. Serbia. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Grizzlies on defense. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Love outside. Just 5 on the clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Here's Gay. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Rubio outside. Serbia. Tries again. Garnett inside. And he sinks the layup.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Now here's Anthony. Garnett comes over to help. Inside. Gasol's in the post. And Gasol gets it to go. He's got 10.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Back to Love. Love right side. Rubio outside. Serbia. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passion of these two teams today.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Memphis trailing here. Now here's Conley. Here's the screen. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Six to shoot. Love outside. One-on-one fast break. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gay outside. Conley. Gasol's in the post. The jump hook. Just 3 to shoot. Good. He has 5.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Here's Cassell. Serbia. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Now Conley. He's got 5. Conley left side. Gay outside. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Conley's shot is off.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Pass to Cassell. Gasol with the steal. Outside Conley. Gasol with it. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Pass to Cassell. Now here's Love. And here are the Grizzlies with it. 8-point game. Out to Conley. Here's Gasol. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. They set the pick. Pass to Cassell. Love outside. From past the arc. And the basket good. He's got 12.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first. And that was pretty good.
Abdur-Rahim drops one in from the wing.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Pass to Cassell. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Here's Conley. He's got 5. Rudy Gay on the wing. Gay left side. Outside Conley. Lets it go from deep. Garnett grabs the board. Minnesota in the lead. Garnett, right side. Pass to Love. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that.
Abdur-Rahim banked in off the glass.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Pass to Cassell. Hands it from downtown. 5 points in the game.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Here's Conley. Gay up top. Second chance shot. Gasol inside. And Gasol gets it to go.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Minnesota calls timeout. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Pass to Love. Here's Cassell. Cassell gets the bucket. 8 points for him.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
Now Conley. He has 5. Outside Gasol. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Back to Love. Pass to Cassell. Love outside. Here's Cassell. Bibby covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Memphis trailing here. Bibby with it. Pass to Conley. Launches a 3, and that one's good. He's got 8.
It was a slow start for him, But he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
To the paint. A stupendous finish in traffic. The shot is off. And so we conclude the first half. The Timberwolves on. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. So it's the Grizzlies now, trailing here by 8. Gay right side, knocked loose, and here comes the break. Wiggins. Memphis with the ball. Conley up top. Pass to Gasol. Here's Conley. Shot is no good.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
Here's Love. Up balls. Great assist by Sam Cassell. He's got 15.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
And here is Conley. Gay left side. Floats one up. That one goes. Count it.
Very true. And what I noticed with him is his ability to jump on teams right out of the break. I mean, he doesn't need a ton of shots to get going. He's locked in by nature.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Cassell. Wiggins. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
Now here's Conley. He's got 8. Six on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. He used that pick just right. 7 points in the game. Wiggins. Pass to Cassell. Knocked away. Stolen by Michael Conley. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Pass to Cassell. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 10 points for him.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
Gay outside. Pass to Gasol. Out to Conley. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14 points.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
And here's Garnett. 5 on the clock. Love. Oh, that's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Conley. 10 points for him. Pass to Gasol. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Abdul-Rahim. And he gets the bucket. He's got 9.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Here's Cassell. He's got 10. Garnett, right side. Working on Gasol. Just 5 to shoot. That's good.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Gay. Now Gasol. Working on Garnett. Here's Cassell. Now Love. Love right side. Here's Cassell. Here's Garnett. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Now Gabe. Pass to Conley. Right side, Conley. Back to Gabe. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. He's got 18.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Here's Cassell. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Gay outside. Pass to Gasol. Working on Garnett. Can't get it to go. Here's Cassell. 10 points for him. And stolen by Gay. It's blocked. Moves back up. Now Conley. Abdul-Rahim. 5 on the clock. Here's Gay. Gay left side. Releases from the wing and drills it. He's got 20.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Pass to Cassell. Covered by Conley. Garnett outside. Now here's Love. High post shot. Good as the jump shot falls. 17 points in the game. Outside Conley. Gay with it. Gay outside. Pass to Gasol. Working on Garnett with the fadeaway. And that one's good. Minnesota in the lead. And the Timberwolves call time. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Back to Butler. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Love right side. Shot clock at 5. Ryder. Spiked away. Williams with the ball. Now here's Williams. Pass to Battier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anthony's shot is off. Nice shot by Randolph. 8 points for him.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Ryder. Here's Butler. Pass to Waitner. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Memphis trailing here. Williams with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. It's back to Battier. A 3-ball, and he gets it to go.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
They set the pick. And here's Anthony. There's the lob to the hoop. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. Minnesota with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. Back to Love. Pass to Buck. Shot clock at 6. Ryder. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Here's Anthony. And here is Williams. Back to Anthony. Posey. Fires from deep. Blocked. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. It's a close game here in Minnesota. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Williams. From deep three-point range.
In the first half, they had some success from the off, but that isn't the case here. They're down and trying to get it all back in one fell swoop. That's not the right strategy. Chip away at it.
Back to Butler. Puts up a 3. No luck. Pass to Battier. Randolph with the ball. Shot from the low block. And the shot is good. He's got 12. Ryder. Back to Butler. Left side Butler. Ryder, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Randolph. Misses the finger roll. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. So it's Minnesota now. They lead by 4. Barber. Rebounded by Battier.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Pass to Williams. Now, here is Battier. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Barber. Here is Rubio. Now Butler. Left side Butler. Clock at 6. A jump hook. Count that one.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Bibby, and he makes good on his first shot of the game. Minnesota in the lead. There's the pick. Barber. Rubio outside. Pass to Buck. There's the 3. Good.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
And here is Williams. Now Bibby. Now here's Bibby. Great look, but off the mark. Rubio outside. Marbury. Now here's Butler. Marbury. Rebound by Williams. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Bibby. Pass to Randolph. Back to Bibby. And here is Williams. And here is Battier. Battier up top. Connects in the foul line jumper. Minnesota with the ball. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line. And the Grizzlies making a change here. On the free throw, no good. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Bibby. Battier with it. Back to Bibby. 5 to shoot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And that one falls for Bibby. The Timberwolves making a switch here. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Brandon. Pass to Butler. Right side, Butler. And it's Randolph with the rebound. Now here's Gasol. Puts the lead pass in front of him. The layup missed.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Rubio outside. Pass to Butler. Now here's Love. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Love. Now here is Battier. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Here's Randolph. Pass to Bibby. Here's Gasol. Backing him down. And it's blocked. Brandon. Here's Love. Kept alive. Towns. No good with the layup. And so it's Memphis with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Gasol. Working on Love. The fadeaway. And that's collected by Love.
That's as high percentage as it gets for him. I mean, the defense really has to be mindful of not giving him that kind of space to operate.
Now, here's Rubio. Lays it up and banks it in. Pass to Randolph. Left side, Randolph. Here's Gasol.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
To the middle. Towns. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bibby with it. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Back to Gasol. Right side, Gasol. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. And Minnesota has possession. Now Rubio. Towns. Can't hit. Here's Bibby. They set the pick. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Here's Cassell. Pass to Garnett. The fader. And he gets it to go.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Outside Conley. Gasol. Back to Conley. Here's Gasol. Gasol inside. And again, it's Marc Gasol. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Cassell. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Michael Conley. Kicks it out to Gay. Abdul-Rahim. And that one's good.
You know, one other thing you have to appreciate when it comes to him is his skill on the low block. Terrific footwork, nice up and under fakes, and he's got a tremendously soft touch.
Here's Cassell. Pass to Love. Garnett with it. Garnett backing down. 6 to shoot. That's good. Conley with it. Gay left side. The rebound by Garnett.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising with such a tight game.
Here's Cassell. Gay comes over with a double team. Here's Love. That ball's great assist by Sam Cassell. 19 points in the game. Memphis trailing here. And here's Conley. 6 on the shot clock. That is good.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Minnesota calls timeout.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle.
Here is Love. Here's Cassell. Releases. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Now here is Conley. Timeout called the Grizzlies. Kevin Love with a strong... Gay outside. Back to Conley. Gay outside. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Pass to Garnett. Right through the D for the layup. Now here's Conley. Here's Gasol. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort. Pass to Cassell. Now Garnett. Garnett, right side. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Outside Conley. There's a good screen. Rudy Gay on the run. From outside, off the mark.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Here's Cassell. Wiggins. The three-pointer, no good. Outside Conley. Floats one, and the layup is good.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Pass to Cassell. 6 to shoot. Pulls it up. And again, it's Minnesota. Now a timeout called by Memphis. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Two-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Posey. There's the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Now, here is Bibby. Posey. Minnesota with the rebound. And so the Timberwolves. Kevin Garnett.